Today's podcast is a little different because it's just me. Don't have a guest. And I wanted to share with you some of the things that are changing with the podcast. We're changing from the whole person podcast to the whole person mindset. As I've been on this journey for the past 2.5 years, I've realized a lot of what I'm learning and growing in is really a mindset. And I've realized that to take this one step further, I wanted to change it to the whole person mindset, because that's the area of life that if we can build our faith, we can build our finances, our friendship, our fitness, our fun, our family. We can build those things, and it all revolves around mindset. And in so doing, I decided to change the name to the whole person mindset for a couple of reasons. One, to mesh well with the identity that we're moving forward with. And then the other thing too is I've realized that the majority of our best listened to episodes all revolve around topics that have to do with mindset. So we're niching down, we're branding ourselves differently so that we can specifically target individuals who want to grow their mindset. And that way it just doesn't come off as maybe the Evan Herman show or whatever topics we choose to talk about. So we're going to be much more targeted in the conversations that we're having. In addition, we are also working at shortening the episodes from an hour to approximately 30 minutes. Might go a little over depending on how the conversation's going, but we're looking to make content that you can consume on a drive versus, a drive there and then have to pick it up later. So I say all this because I want you to continue the journey with us. I want you to continue to learn and to grow with us so that we can develop the mindset, so that we can show up and be our best version of ourselves in our faith, in our family, in our finances, in our friendship, and honestly, in having fun. And so I wanted to share this stuff with you because I felt like it was important. And another thing that I'm going to be changing up is I'm going to be making requests. I'm going to ask that you all go to the Apple Podcast store or player and rate the podcast on every episode, because what I have found is if we can bump that algorithm of reviews up, naturally, the algorithm will publish ours as a desired podcast and recommended to other individuals. And we really, really need that to happen so that our podcast can continue to grow. I really need people to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because what we're doing here, we have a lot of great content. We have a lot of great guests, but we're not making the impact that I've desired over the last 2.5 years. And that's my fault. And so in so doing, I'm requesting that you partner together with me in the process of growing this so that other people's lives can be impacted and changed by the work that we're doing. When we share the episodes, the reach expounds exponentially, because when I share them, a lot of my family and friends will see them. But where the compound effect happens is when you share it, when your centers of influence see what's going on and what you recommend. And so I'd ask that you would share both the audio and video versions of the podcast that we're doing. We have amazing guests and they deserve to be shared. And I'm so grateful for who've come on, for you, the audience, for faithfully listening. And I need to step up my game in how I connect with you, the audience. And in doing that, I would love to have phone calls and have emails so I can know and understand those that are listening better, so that we can make content around what's going on in your lives, not just what I think is going on and how I want to help and how I want to grow, but how we can collectively grow together, what you are going through as an individual and in your life. That would really help me. So, my email is evan@evanherman.com, EVANHERRMAN. That's how you spell my name. My phone number is 918-625-7073. I would love to connect with you, learn more about your life, what you're learning and what you're wanting to continue to grow in so that we can better serve those that are listening. And at the end of the day, what it all comes down to is living a life of purpose and living a life of intention, knowing what that purpose is and fulfilling it, and living out God's call on our life, being present in our families, being the spiritual leaders of our families, and then being the emotional leader as well. We want to have a healthy life. We want to have a whole life. We want to have the mindset that it takes to raise up our family in a very difficult season of life. And that all comes from changing our mindset and allowing it to become more whole and aligned with Jesus Christ. And so that is our goal. That is our mission. That is our vision. And in so doing, we want others to come along, learn, and to grow with us, and then just experience the love of God, as well as the amazing information that our guests have to share as well. So I just wanted to share a little bit about some of the changes that you're going to be seeing. I'm no longer going to be the face and image on the podcast, and it's going to be a yellow man with the words in the brain, the whole person mindset. That way people can kind of understand what the podcast is right off the get-go versus seeing a photo of me and not having any idea of who I am or what the show is about. So we're changing things up, and I'm excited about it. So if you would, go ahead and leave us a review on Apple Podcast, 5-star specifically, and tell people what you like about it. If we can start growing that, we're really going to grow the podcast. And I thank you so much for all your love and support and encouragement over the years. And I'm looking forward to the next 100 episodes. Take care. God bless. And enjoy upcoming shows.